Here we are.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Welcome. That was a bit animated. Welcome, episode 179. Hearns coming at you live
From Melbourne, CBD.
How good is it?
It's good. It's a really nice day out there, isn't it?
It is a beautiful Melbourne day today.
We've had a pretty horrid couple of days. It's been very wintry. But today is actually feeling not so wintry.
It's a bit chilly around the edges. Nonetheless, we will soldier on. Us Melburnians know what's up.
What did you just say?
The guys in Perth, apparently it's really hot.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently.
No, I didn't know. I haven't been keeping up with that.
8 scale nationals are on in a minute. So
Oh, that's right.
big shout out to all the HB team over there.
Absolutely. It's a big turnout. There's 5 heats.
5 heats.
That's a lot, I think.
Is it? Not sure. There you go. What else have you got today, Beach?
We've got all sorts of things. We've got new plastics. We've got RC.
Bit of
We've
RC.
got Guess the Car. Car of the Week.
Car of the week. It's almost like truck of the week.
It's pretty massive, isn't it?
Big. And we've got some choo-choo train stuff.
That's right. And we've got some events to talk about.
Got some events. Got some new RC products and special,
Yes.
and some old RC products.
We like those too.
Yeah. All right. Without further ado, who have we got on? Say hello.
Oh, hello.
Who's there?
Dan's on. Dan?
Dan?
Dave. I need my glasses. Hang on. Let me get closer.
You need your driving glasses.
Oh, look, Susie's on.
Suri,
Hey,
he's been
Suze.
doing
He'll-
overtime this week, huh?
He's done 2 lines.
He's our international correspondent
That's
from
right.
Perth.
He'll be able to tell us, how hot it is over there.
Yep.
And we've got the boss man
Welcome, Jeffy. Jeffy
And-
managed to pick him up
and Craig.
himself the J Spec Award this week. Best,
Oh, did you know?
best Jeff on the field.
Excellent.
Congratulations there, Jeff.
It was very well attired.
Wasn't he? Good looking t-shirt. And what else we got?
What else have we got? Shall we go on to this?
Let's go.
Okay, so this is Car of the Week. Now, what do we need to know about Car of the Week?
How fast it goes.
I have no idea how fast it goes, but I'd like to know.
Somebody can tell us.
Yes. So we need to know what sort of car it is.
The make.
Yep.
The model.
Yes.
The color.
The year
Year.
and the weight.
And how fast it goes.
And how fast it goes. That's the bonus question.
No?
Why
How
not?
fast
Why
it goes.
not?
How many cylinders it has.
How many cylinders? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've
Could
got
be,
no idea.
Could be forced. Maybe it doesn't have any. Maybe it's
It could be,
electrified.
it could be single
Single.
cylinder.
Could be. Don't think it is, but could
Could
be.
be a really big one.
Talking
All
of
right.
single cylinders,
Well, we got what the single cylinder?
let's talk trains.
All right.
Well, how don't you have like 1 or 2 pistons, don't they? I don't know.
Two
We'll find
pistons,
out.
isn't it?
We'll find out. Come on in, Finley.
Let's call him Mr. Finn.
Welcome.
Hello,
Hey, Finn.
everybody. I'm back
You
again.
are back. You've had a shave this week.
I have had a shave. I
Hey?
was going to the dentist. I didn't want them to dig through my facial hair.
I know.
Oh, fair
you're
enough.
going like a lumberjack there at some point. That was cool. Only just knows. Welcome in, Finley.
Hello.
How's trains been this week?
Trains have been excellent.
Oh, you sent a video.
You did.
Yes, I did. I sent a video to the Special Hearns Hobbies chat.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize because that video was taken at your club how massive that club is.
Oh yeah, our layouts are huge. There's no space for people to go through. Unfortunately, it's all train class layouts.
That's right.
And it's tiny little trains.
Oh, it's very small.
So you had 3 locos going at the same time.
Yes, I managed to achieve that very cleverly. They're all factory default decoder settings. So as far as the controller was concerned, it was running a single train because they're all exactly the same.
Oh, lovely. And were they sound fitted jobbies?
Yes, they were making
Oh,
sense.
how cool is that?
They was awesome.
I love that. I love that you shared that. That's actually a really nice looking layout. And
See-
what club are you in, Finley?
The Waverley Model Railway Club located in North Dandenong.
Right.
North Dandenong.
Okay.
If you want to come and check it out at any point, come on down.
I can feel alive coming on beach.
Might have to talk to Rob first.
Yes.
Hey?
Yes.
Talk to the club president. See
Oh,
what
what
we
do you
can
mean?
arrange.
No, I'm gonna
Go-
ambush
go-
him.
Just show up one
I'm gonna
night.
ambush him.
Gate crashing not allowed.
That's right.
We're here.
Touch my Thomas. No. Can I?
Man, I'm sure Triple Zero will be called for that one.
Really?
Go.
That's right. I'll be running down that way. You'll be running that way. Confuse them.
Oh dear.
I think it'll be good, but that'll be it for another day, and look forward to that because I'm sure we'll do that.
So what have you got to talk to us about today, Finley?
I think it's just sitting over there. If we can
It
take
is,
that
in
one.
fact, And we've even got it in a service cradle today.
Yeah, nice and safe.
How professional are we?
If I can get it towards the camera so they can see what it is.
We've got the
Thank
test
you.
track out. Does that mean that we're going to go driving?
It could mean that. Maybe I just have it there to tease you.
We could drive it. We could drive it Brett's way, and then we'll drive it my way, and then you can show us how you actually drive it.
So this is the New South Wales Government Railways D55 class.
Didn't I go on the overhead and have a look there for us, Paige?
It's very shiny.
It's very nice. And
Well, it's
shiny.
new. What are you talking about? You'd hope it's bloody shiny. It's new.
All right, let me get that focused.
Do you need your notes there, Finley?
I would love my
There we
notes.
go.
They're the correct notes this time, and they're actually legible, unlike last week.
That's right.
So these were originally commissioned in 1916 by Clyde Engineering, who was given a contract to build 300 of these locomotives, originally called the K class. The first one was built in 1918, and instead of just building more of them, New South Wales wanted to extensively test them. So the second one wasn't built until 2 years later.
It's pretty shiny.
When they did finally get around to building the rest of them, the order was reduced from 300 to only 120 locos, and they were all completed by 1925. And when they were renamed to what they were known as the D55 in 1924.
What's that marking there?
That's that one. I
Yeah.
believe that is the New South Wales Government Railway crest.
What about this one here?
That one. Wait, so one of them would be
No
the crest.
smoking sign.
One of them is the crest. One of them is the builder's plate. Not sure which one is which. I could probably read them.
Really? I can barely read it when it's all magnified.
Nah, I can't tell.
Well, it's pretty fine anyway. I mean, you can see the size of my finger there,
That's a big finger.
isn't it?
I think the text
I'm
is
proud
even.
of that
I think the
finger.
text is even legible. It's a 280 goods locomotive.
Right.
In fact, this was known as put into what was known as the standard good engines classification. There
And
was
how
a s-
much powers did it have?
I,
Was it 5 or
That's-
8?
I'm not sure because Australia did not use the same classification rating as England did. So that makes it easy.
Just to be different.
Should have been a
Look how shiny it is.
280. What do they call it? A M5.
The 5MT, yeah.
That's
So-
what I call a enamel gloss.
Yeah, it's amazing looking. Some other,
Maybe Jack's hit it with the 2-pack.
He loves that, doesn't he?
some other
Oh my
interesting
God.
details of this. So this was was known as a southern type valve gear for the driving mechanism.
It's pretty special. Look at it.
It was very rarely used on Australian locomotives, but very common in American locomotives.
All right.
What does that mean?
You would see a lot more of these on American steam trains than Australian ones. Also, the British War Department seriously considered using this as a standard locomotive design to be built all around the world and exported to Iran and Iraq for the war effort. Though it didn't. They ended up choosing a British designed loco instead.
What do you mean, in 1990?
No, the World War II. Sorry,
Oh, okay, fair enough.
World War II. Sorry.
Would have been quite special seeing one of these traveling around.
They were in 1946, due to the Second World War aftermath. Basically, coal miners in the New South Wales government weren't on great terms, so they converted 70 of them for oil burning.
Right.
However, by 1959, they had all oil burners had all been converted back to coal or withdrawn, as they were 4 to 5 times more expensive than running the train using coal.
Really?
Yeah, they were withdrawn by 1967, and only one survived into preservation.
Now, totally unrelated. Why would people not consider getting these old coal-fired steam engines and powering up with electric?
You mean electric motor?
Well, put a big battery in it, like
Uh,
a Tesla battery in there.
Some trains do. So there are certain trains that steam locos are fake ones that do that, but might now.
Fakies.
Yeah, ones that look like steam locos, but
Right.
are powered either by diesel or an electric train.
Right.
But most of the time, they don't either. The steam engines that survive, they want to keep them in classic condition as possible because it's supposed to be a bit of his living history,
Yes.
working museum piece.
Yes.
And
The
it's all-
train I catch every day is not powered by electricity at all. Runs on the hopes and dreams of those coming into work.
This particular one this model train is built by ARM, which stands for Australian Railway Models.
Yes.
And this particular one is DCC ready.
Okay.
A fantastic little thing.
So it is DC.
It is analog DC.
Let's go, baby. Let's fire it up.
It's going for a run.
I can't contain myself
He has to
anymore.
He has to
Get it on, get it on.
Which
Get
rail
right.
does it go? This one?
The end track, yeah.
So it's what scale is it?
HO.
HO.
1 in 83.
You got the steering wheels on?
No, 1 in 87.
The steering wheels are on. I think the carriage wheels are on.
Yeah, fire it up.
Yep.
Give it a
Does it go?
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Look at that. That's amazingly quiet and smooth.
Let's do some overhead, actually.
Choo choo.
Well, you don't
Can I do the sound?
If you want to. I'm not going to say no to that. You don't get, if one was overhead, you don't get to see the wheels moving. That's the funnest part of the
Let's
steam
go a
train.
bit slower, eh?
Let me get the car of the week out of the way. And then that way people can see it.
Careful with the car of the week.
I'm very careful with the car of the week.
How smooth and quiet this is.
Is it?
You like that?
Yeah.
Is
That's
it?
a fantastic crawler. Look at this. Dried out of the box, hasn't been run in. That's a fantastic crawl.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
That's brilliant. None of my trains go that well out of the box.
How
that's
do you
impressive,
run in a train?
You just run it in forwards for. Ideally, they say you want to run it in varying speeds, forwards for an hour, then backwards for an hour.
I'm not running at this speed.
But,
It does skids.
but
Just hit the switch. Hit straight away. Watch it do a skid. No, you chickened out.
Oh, really?
You chicken. Oh,
I think it's got a flywheel, so it won't actually skid.
That
The wheels
skids.
actually. You can see
you
it's
chickened
slow-
out.
No, you see he's turning it off. You can see the
No,
wheels.
go straight to forward now. There.
So
See?
an actual way of running in a loco, though, if you don't want to do that, at medium speed.
You
Oh,
don't
is that the wrong way, is it?
You don't
Well,
wanna-
like I said before, we want to learn how to do it properly.
Yeah.
If you want to run in a train 15 minutes at half speed forwards, 15 minutes half speed backwards, it's
Oh,
basically the
half
bare
speed.
minimum you need to do.
I misread that as full speed.
Now they want to do it basically running in. What running in the locomotive does is it loosens the gears, destroys, smooths out any imperfections in the gears, and makes sure the lubricant gets to go all the way through the mechanism.
Rather than flicked off everywhere.
And
Yeah.
how?
And you want to run it without. You want to run it with. Want to run it without load for that running in period.
Oh, so you put it like on a treadmill.
Some people, you know what I mean. It can just be with just not pulling anything, no
Mhm.
wagons or anything. Tender's fine, obviously, but yeah, some people do that.
That won't run without the tender.
No, some people do put it on a rolling road. They just put it on a rolling road, go for an hour, come back, play the other direction, leave it for an hour, and come back. It also works if you have an overlift track.
And how many Ks would it last for? Like how many? Say
Well,
you've run it
depends
in, then how long before it gets a rebuild?
Well, for a model train,
Yeah.
if you look up, well, basically it depends. If you don't look after it, well, it all depends on the type of train, how well it looked after, what conditions it's being run in. It's unfortunately not a bang and wham. There's your answer. Like if you got my layout, which is kind of crap, then it's not going to last very long.
Bam and wham.
If you get a really good high quality layout and you really look after your train, it should pretty much last till the
So you
end of
shouldn't
time.
do that.
Yeah, that's not great for it.
Okay, all right.
But it's not too bad because it's got a flywheel. So when you turn the power off, you notice it doesn't just grind. The wheels don't just seize and grind to a halt. It actually slowly winds down because it's got a flywheel in there, and that's a very high quality feature.
It's a nice train, huh?
It's pretty quiet,
So we
isn't
just do this for an hour and a half.
We can just
We
go
can just
to a
watch
train
that.
show doing this.
it? This is slow TV.
I cannot get over this crawl.
Where's that
Now
good
let's see
is?
how slow I can get it.
This is from ARM. It comes in a nice little box.
A really nice little box.
I love it. Nice and safe.
Hmm.
Safe for shipping worldwide.
How's that? Is that all right?
Well,
Oh,
stop.
Give it a little
It
tap.
needs a little bit of a run in before it keeps going. All right,
Yeah.
a little bit more speed.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
That's a really good crawl.
That is silky.
People love to go. It
That's-
just cuts out occasionally when this
that's-
hasn't been run in.
Well, it's probably more indicative of our crappy track.
Oh, well looked after track.
I can feel the pit marks in it as I run my finger.
Don't make him worse.
That's from doing the drifting.
Is it?
Maybe.
It's got crusty bits on it.
I'll run it over with a track rubber after the stream.
Give it a bit of a polish. You can see it's pretty dull, isn't it?
Do we have a track rubber out of a box? Or we're going to need to bring one from home.
I usually just
No,
lick
we
it.
have.
I usually
We've
just
got
lick
all
it
the
clean.
grooves in it.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
I
it's
turn
very
it
well
up,
grooved.
turn the power up to 120, just lick it clean. That is
It's
fantastic,
also
Finley.
fantastically geared. That was full speed, and it's very scale speed. Some model trains you have when they put them at the full speed, they go pew, shoot off a scale billion miles an hour.
Oh,
This
good.
one, well, this one. at
What's
full
that called?
I thought you meant
I
the
need that one.
acceleration because it's like a drag train.
Is it?
So this one, that max speed, that's very, very good. That's very well scaled. Because in real life, this wasn't a fast train. It was a goods train. So that's a very realistic speed. So it doesn't require much modification or anything.
It's got KD style couplers as well.
The nice good old KD knucklers.
That is fantastic, Finley. Thank you for bringing that into us today.
Pretty impressive,
No
isn't
worries.
I love that. It's super shiny.
Oh, it's great
Shiny.
That's
Yeah,
the
like
last
it. Like it a lot.
That's the last time I touch it.
Oh, I haven't been looking at any of the comments, and they're just gone
Look.
crazy.
Look what I did.
What'd you do?
I don't know. It fell apart.
Taking the that's fine. The tender comes off.
It just comes off.
Now we'll go even faster. I thought they had wires.
This one mustn't. Oh, this one doesn't have
It
pickups.
doesn't have rear pickups.
Oh, what is it?
No, it's still smooth and reliable without them.
We don't need that. Just slows it down.
That's right.
Well,
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Finley.
well,
it was
thank
an
you for letting
absolute
me come in
pleasure.
today.
You're welcome.
I love it.
Thank you.
I always have a
learned.
fantastic time on the live
I
stream.
learned multiple things. I realized that I wasn't driving trains correctly, although I still enjoy it. And learned quite a lot about this new ARM.
ARM.
Yeah, loco. Very
When
nice
are they
indeed.
going to do a Victorian one? Have they penciled any in?
ARM? I'm not sure. They do focus a lot on New South Wales stuff.
Oh, you'll have to call them.
Give him a ring.
Can you call them?
I don't give me.
Tell them what we want.
Tell them what we need.
That's right. We want a Hearns class.
Thank you very much. A H class.
I think there was a H class in Victoria.
Was there? There you
Called
go.
the Heavy Harry.
Oh, that sounds even better. I
Heavy
wanna
Harry
learn about-
Hearns.
I want to learn about that one.
Thank you very much, Finley. You have
No
yourself a beautiful day. Can you pop that away for us?
Of course.
Excellent.
And then come back in about 30 seconds and grab this rail from us.
No worries. Thank you all. I'll see you next week.
All
Thank
right,
you very much, Finley.
That's cool, wasn't it?
That is really cool.
Very nice. Let me look at some of these commenties.
Good job, Finn.
Very good.
Thank you very much, my friend.
No worries.
So you go. I can take care of this. I'll bring the tractor back.
Track the back.
Probably doesn't make that noise at all.
No,
Who's been commenting and why? Have we been spammed again?
we have been spammed again,
Oh,
and they're pretty tricky. It's
Are
got a .ru. That'll be the Ruskies,
is it?
and I've got no option to get rid of it.
Oh,
This one there. So,
wow. Don't click on the spam things.
yep, leave it
That's
alone.
all I can say.
Let's see who else is on with us.
It's probably people just trying to get to your OnlyFans page.
Bradley Burge. Hello.
Bradley Burge is coming on. What do we know about Bradley Burge?
He loves
He's going to be excited later. He loves vintage RC. He's
not
an
only
avid
vintage RC.
collector,
bikes as well.
bikes, and he's got like over 70 in his collection.
That's pretty fair, isn't it?
He's got some Team Lossie and some Yokomo. Part of his collection is missing at the moment.
Really? That's no good.
It's here.
That's not too bad then.
That's the Masami car.
That's it.
Well, isn't it?
That's the Super Dog Fighter. So,
I've retrofitted it with modern Orca gear, and we've been running it at Kilo. More footage on that later, Bradley.
5.5 ton.
Imagine that.
So Bradley's quite instrumental in getting the vintage classes, like the RC stuff,
Yeah.
to happen over in Perth.
Oh yeah, he's a
Hmm.
big instigator in it all. I love it. It's the sickness is real.
Real sickness.
It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. But we'll touch on that a little bit
We
later.
will. We will indeed.
What have you got
So
for us
welcome
now?
in. Well, I'm
Welcome
just saying
in,
hello
Bradley.
to everyone. So
You're saying hello to everybody.
Yeah. So
I'm going to start.
Tony P has bypassed the hello and gone straight for a guess on the car.
Oh, that's all right.
You ready for that?
Yep.
All right.
What is it?
Is it a Uranus?
A planet formerly known as. It's a. It is a Urus, but it
Okay.
does have a model type.
Okay, so we want a bit more detail on
Yeah.
the model type. So I've got the model name. So well done, Tony.
I was going to guess Ford Territory,
Oh yeah.
but it's typically not a Ford Territory. but it
Now-
could be a Ford Urus.
Now,
I don't know.
Trust Jeffy. He's already guessed the weight, and we haven't weighed it yet. So I might have to do that.
It's caught me with my pants down
So
again,
he's,
Jeffro.
he's guessed 1 kilo. And I've got nowhere to go from there because I don't know. All right.
Let's
so get the,
solve that issue.
get the accurate measuring device.
Ooh, we can see how the lights dim and everything as it fires up. Warm up the valves. I think they just like it so they get a sneaky look. They get a sneaky look while I'm doing this, but I've got a sneaky look for them.
I've blocked it off. What do we got? What do we got?
And they get a lovely look at this.
Okay, it's higher than 1 kilo. It is definitely higher than 1 kilo.
Can you confirm that?
All right, so let's do one more. So Craig says 13. No,
Higher.
it's higher. It
It's
is
a-
higher.
As BJ would say, it's a chunk of munker.
It's Chunkamunka. Oh, we have a visitor from Denmark.
Denmark,
Hang on, I've got no glasses.
good
So
pastries.
that is Hassing, is that right? Hello. Hello in Denmark.
Hello in Denmark,
I
indeed.
always wanted to go to Denmark.
You should. They would welcome you with open
I'm
arms.
sure. And Anthony.
Got lovely pastries in Denmark.
Oh, here we go. Suze has given us a weather report for Perth.
What's he saying?
It's balmy.
Balmy. 25, 26 all weekend. Perfect for nationals. That's the 8 scale off-road nationals. So it'd be nitro and electric.
So there should
Buggy
be quite a
and
bit
chuggy.
of video footage, I think.
Yeah,
coming
well,
on.
RC Media is live.
Okay.
So they are broadcasting as we speak.
Yes.
So there will be, I'm not sure if there's commentary today, but there will be live action on the track.
Okay.
A couple of actions.
We've got the Panda. He's on.
Welcome, Panda. Panda
Uh,
is watching from the comfort of his own home today. I
He
hope.
is, isn't he? He is. For
He
sure.
is, definitely.
Yeah,
All right. Welcome, Panda. And I hope home is going well. I want to talk about this.
It's noble.
Nobbler. Noble.
Yeah.
Not Nobbler at all.
So this is
This is not something that I knew much about.
no, we never really knew much about it. We know about the branding. Okay, so Fly Sky is something we're familiar with.
Yes. And we carry more of their entry-level stuff.
That's right. And they're better known for that, I think.
And we sell hundreds of their units every year. And
Yes.
they're very good and reliable.
Mm.
We've had them on the Rookie Off-Road.
Mhm.
Has them. The HR1
Yep.
has one.
Comicals.
The Comicals have them.
Mhm.
One of them does. One of them's now fitted with a 10PX.
That's very fitting for a comical.
It is. It's more comical than not.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a Noble. This is Fly Sky's flagship. They
Yes.
call it the Noble.
Yes.
The Noble range, and I believe there's 2 versions of this.
Mm.
I want to say that there's this one and there's a Pro,
Yes.
and I believe the Pro might have a little bit different communication protocol.
Yeah, I think the
With a-
transmission is meant to be slightly faster.
Yeah, slightly faster. But I don't know much about it, but it is value-packed radio nonetheless.
Yeah,
So let's learn together as we unbox it. What do you reckon?
Let's have a look. Like we still haven't had much time to play with it, so we have had a touch. But let's open up.
Well,
And
it's because I'm a Futaba guy. I have
Yeah.
no interest in having one. But our factory team driver for Team Yokomo, Anthony Coretti,
Anthony uses one of these.
recently made a change.
Definitely.
And I didn't actually see, I think he showed his radio on the show in Bendigo. I can't remember. But let's have a look. But lovely boxing. Boxing, packaging.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a solid outer, which is like a book.
Solid outer.
It's like a premium book.
It's
cover.
environmentally responsible. That's what I want to call it.
Is it?
Yep.
All right.
I'm calling it that.
There we go. So it looks like a very low profile casing.
Have a look what we've got in here.
Okay, bring it over to the white area. All right, so we've got a micro receiver here with a built-in antenna. So
Here-
that'll be perfect for small electrics like 10 scale.
And yeah, I'd even say 8 scale electrics. Oh, but hang on a minute. Look at the size of this bad boy.
What's that?
That's whopping. That's 5G.
Okay, so
And that's
there's a
probably
micro
false.
that's included, and then there's the full range one that's included,
That would look fitting in a vintage car.
wouldn't it?
That's like the size of my old KO Pro.
That's more like an aircraft size receiver. So it's probably absolute full range.
Full range.
Full range. And so this would be recommended for anything gas, anything that really needs a solid connection.
Or going far away
That's right.
or operating in harsh conditions.
Yeah. Particularly gas cars have a lot of vibration, so you want to use this.
And they generally
electric
they
cars?
generally go far away.
That's tiny. I mean, that's comparable to any of the top end receivers.
Yeah, the 4 Series Futaba and the 492 Sanwas.
Just to give you an idea, here's my thumb there.
Yeah, but that's an oversized thumb. That's no scale whatsoever. All right.
All right. What else
have
we got there? What's this bit?
That is a charging cable.
Is it?
And that warms my heart because I've had a moment with a transmitter charger last week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Let me just focus that.
I won't mention any names, but it brought me to tears.
Tears.
And this one is all you need. It's a nice little USB charger that plugs straight into the
The
transmitter.
right angle bit. That's a bit special.
It is nice, isn't it? So that tells me that this does in fact come with a LiPo Life style battery.
Yeah.
Right? A rechargeable battery in the box.
Yes.
That's really nice.
What's he got in there?
What else? This is a little boxing box. Oh, so there's a grip here. So it's either going to be bigger or smaller than the one that's on there.
So that's rubberized, is it?
For bigger or smaller hands. Yeah, definitely rubberized. So that's nice. So you don't have to buy aftermarket parts.
Yep.
And believe it or not, we've got tuning springs.
Yep.
And they're actually different colors. So I'm tipping one will be softer and one will be harder than the spring that's fitted.
Yep.
And it could be either for the steering or the throttle.
Yep. And if they're clever, we'll find out when we look at the manual. They may be optional for either one.
Yes. Yes. Or they might be pre-tensioned via a screw,
Yes.
via a pre-tension screw.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
What's he got in there? Got some QR codes to some help.
Yep. I need all the help I can get. And we've got a couple of screen protectors. So not just one, 2 screen protectors.
Okay.
And a quick start guide. Oh, we don't need that.
No.
We don't need that. We're going to wing it.
No one needs manuals.
No one needs a manual. So what have we got in the rest of the box? Ooh. This here. Oh, this is the battery unit. And it's not just a battery unit, Beats. This is actually like a machine. The battery unit is here. And it's telling me that it's charged.
It's
green.
encased.
It's got a USB output. And that's the charging port there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that is really cool. So that is.
Hang on, where is it? Bring it back. Bring it back.
And it's got a check button here to check if it's charged or not.
Yeah, cool.
And this looks like it slides in, so it's not just a little floppy. It's got rubberized feet.
Oh, so that'll act
Alloy.
as a stand.
This will be the base, and it's quite heavy, so it's nice. So it's going to be like a stand. It's quite solid.
So it looks like a bayonet mount onto the base of the
4,300 milliamps.
Nice.
Now that's some serious juice.
It's decent, isn't it?
Hey, that is a good little transmitter pack.
Mm.
And it does an output as well, so you can use this to charge stuff.
Where's the output?
So it can be.
Oh, the USB. The main USB is output.
So it can be a porta pocket for your
phone.
For your phone.
Right.
That's good. I like it.
Okay.
So that's a handy little feature that I've not seen before. Now I'm going to reach in the box and get the transmitter out. Now bear with me. It's all a little bit new.
So it's a bit different how it's got the.
Geez, that's
wheel.
funny ergonomics. No, that's because it pivots.
Hang on.
I can't wait.
That'll do.
So you can see here that we do in fact have measurements. So you could probably mark it where you want it, but it can in fact be left and right hand control without taking anything apart or so. I don't know. I call this right hand control. Yes. And
right hand control.
And if you know, for example, that you are happy. Geez, I did that well. That's exactly 90 degrees or 0 as it's marked.
Does it go tighter as well?
It can go
tighter.
tighter.
It does. Okay.
So you can, if you know where you're comfortable, you can put it there. You can just do it by feel.
Yep.
So that is the steering wheel. And like I said, that can be right hand or left hand operation without having to perform massive surgery. Most radios will do that, but it's a bit of a surgery swapping it over.
Yes.
Swapping the pot from the front to the back, so be it.
Yes.
But this one here has it covered. It's quite resistive to push. Doesn't have a locator, which would be nice if it had like a ratcheting system. But I mean, it's not like you're going to get that excited and it's going to move while you're driving.
Well, you shouldn't unless you're like a disco dancer on the stand.
Well, I am. Give Goody it, see what happens. You fold it in half like a bit of origami. No, you'll be going left and right.
It would be. It would be.
So we've got lots of buttons and dials as you'd expect.
Yes.
On the wheel.
Now I was told there's a battery in here as well.
Well, let's power it up.
It has 2 batteries.
No. Oh.
Oh, there you go.
It does in fact have a battery in there. I thought you were just pulling my leg.
Well, I normally do, but not this time.
Oh, she's quite pleasant.
Is she?
In the meantime,
so you're going to plug up
I'm going to plug up the original one.
The main battery?
Because I know exactly what I'm doing. Do you believe me?
Don't know.
I wouldn't. I would not believe.
Get the teeth in the right spot.
That's right. The tongue might come out in a minute.
That's right.
Oh,
There we go. It's
that
in.
clicked. We're in. Look
Okay.
at that. It's quite intuitive.
Yes.
And I like radios that are intuitive.
Yeah, so there's the rubbery bits.
Even for chimps like me.
Yep.
So it's got 2 batteries.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I spoke to a gentleman who called me a few days ago and he explained that.
Can I turn it on?
Yeah, turn it on.
And there is a lot of value to be had in this radio.
Yes.
So it seems to have a lot of features and even more features than radios 5 times more price.
Yes. He did say he thought the screen was a little bit dim. Now, I don't know if you can increase that.
I reckon that we can. I just don't know how. Full touch screen.
Yep. Yeah, no different to your mobile, is it?
Display. Wow,
look at
so
that.
we can display the servos. I was looking for
So does
brightness.
that mean if you move something, those will move?
Yes. Channel speed mixes, throttle mix. So it does in fact have a lot of adjustments.
How about getting a bit closer there? So it's a bit easier for everyone to see.
And I bet it's easy to pair, so you can
Yeah.
reverse your channels as easy as that. 4-channel radio.
Yep.
The touchscreen works really nice. Model select, obviously. So we've got lots of models to choose from, probably 40, I would say. That could be wrong. Yeah, nice little radio. We've got our trims on the over here.
Oh,
Yeah, she even tells me it's center point.
it's like a joystick. It only goes in 2 directions or multiple. Can you press down as well? No.
I can press down, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh, maybe it can be assigned.
So nice little voice activated there. I can see the trim. It's going to have all the features that you need and more, I dare say. And the price point is really good. And the replacement or the additional receivers. So if you have a fleet of 1, 2, 3, or 15 cars,
Yeah.
You know, it can be quite good proposition price wise.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it, it looks quite plasticky, right? It's all black. It's got the stealth look.
But yeah,
It is actually got a lot of weight to it, isn't it?
It does have a lot of weight to it. Well, there's a lot of machined alloy. Like, so all this is machined alloy, anodized. Obviously, the handle and everything here does have an adjustable ergonomics on the throttle. So both in the finger size and it looks the throttle rail itself. There's stopping points.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So you can recalibrate your endpoints on your transmitter effectively.
Yep. So you've got mechanical and also electronic
mechanical
inside the.
It looks like we do in fact have a spring preload
For the steering wheel.
adjustment for the steering wheel, so you can adjust that feel.
Yep.
You know, which is really, really nice. But yeah, so it's a nice, classy radio, and you could be fooled for thinking that it's $1,000. You really could. So do yourself a favor and check out the FlySco Noble NB4.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Comes with a charger and everything.
Yeah. Well, look how low profile it is. It just basically looks like a pistol grip. You know, like off an actual gun.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't
You
shoot
don't
too
know
many
about
guns.
that, right? And it just looks like it's got like a smartphone on the top and a battery. You do know. You're a liar.
I was talked into it by some videographer. There was a James Bond scene, remember?
Oh.
With another brand.
Oh,
radio.
yes, I remember that. Yes, we've got that on YouTube.
That was a bit foolish. That's what you get for having no shame or inhibitions, I'm afraid. You get talked into things you shouldn't.
You still haven't learned, have you? You still have no inhibitions.
So there you go. So that is the Noble NB4. It's a new brand to, well, it's a new model to Hearns. But yeah, check it out. I think it's really good value. And
It looks pretty good.
they're everywhere in the pits racing. And I didn't know why, but you can sort of see why. You know, they're really good and they're huge value. These are probably the best value radio on the market. I can't say I've driven with one, but in hand, it feels really good. And if that's what you knew, that's what you knew. Packs up nicely, comes in a nice container.
It is really small package compared to some of the other top-end radios, isn't it?
And luckily, we've got our Rubik's World bags that would suit this perfectly.
Yes.
And take care of your good radio. So if you're buying it, bundle it up with a Rubik's World bag. Fully adjustable. I can't believe that. Straight out of the box.
Yeah, I think it's really clever.
It is clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a little bit, I don't know, almost gimmicky for me, but if you are somebody who likes to play with those things, and you know, each their own. Because people have got those things.
And the disco dancers?
The disco dancers waddling around.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know. Yeah, there you go. The Noble NB4. How do I turn it off again? Yeah.
Oh,
She tells me.
she does. There you go.
How do I get this out again?
There you go.
Click.
Bayonet.
Tells me how charged that is.
Yep.
And I can see how charged. Right, that'll just turn on again.
Yeah.
Pop it like that, and
Oh,
away it
yeah,
goes. Do yourself a favor. Noble NB4.
Pretty impressive.
I'm really impressed by the charging port.
Yeah, I like it.
Not mentioning any names,
There you go.
but I blame Syrian. I blame Syrian for a lot of things in my life.
Do you now?
Yep. Hey,
Oh,
how
look
was
at
his CCO2 build?
It's pretty good.
Wasn't it?
The first one was a really long one.
And then the second one he needed in like 15 minutes.
That's right. So he finished it off. But it worked out
It's
really
really
well.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And if you haven't checked that out, guys,
Yeah, watch it.
look it
They're,
up.
they're on our YouTube channel.
We're on our
it's
YouTube
2
channel.
episodes, part 1 and part 2.
So he smashed out the whole build in what, an hour and 40?
No, the first one was 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours.
Yeah,
2 hours
so
and
it would have
40.
been close to 3 hours.
I want to see him do the stickers on telly.
That'd be a bit of a challenge, wouldn't it? Maybe like a competition.
That is cool.
All right, what have we got here?
Noble NB4.
Oh, we got Clifton on. Hello. Let's see. Tony Gray's on.
Tony Gray's on.
What do you reckon? You reckon he's accurate with this green? Now he was in the automotive trade.
He was in the studio this week.
That's
in fact,
right.
I can still smell it. I don't think he
And
left
he
something
would
behind.
know these special names for colours, wouldn't he? Like vomit green, that's got to be a colour. I don't know if it's the colour for this one. They probably don't call it vomit. It's probably some different language, isn't it?
Well, I don't think it's from the Ford palette, if that's what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's what they call the Ford.
That's right.
Ceviche. What do you think it's called?
Ceviche, I could do with some ceviche right now.
Could you?
Yeah.
You're a hungry little bugger, that's
Enough
for sure.
about food. Oh, look, we got some more weights.
So we know it's a Urus, but it's who made it? So who's the maker? It's a Urus something. So it's got a model designation, a sub model, and the color and the weight. Do you remember how
just
much
as
it weighs?
just as you said that, Dave's come on and
Dave will nail it.
Lamborghini Uranus.
Urus. That is correct. It is a Lamborghini Urus, but there is a sub model. So
Yes,
it's
so
like
we need
a
some more details.
special edition or something
Yes,
or other. Or
yes, we do. We do. Well, before we move on, we've got a guess here of 1500. It's higher,
higher.
which means that Jeffy's 1450 is too low.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely
so higher
bigger.
than 1500. What have I missed here?
She's a big girl.
Oh, Anthony, he likes the transmitter. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
It is a really nice transmitter. It is a
What else we
nice
got here?
transmitter, Anthony. I would, if you're in the market for a transmitter, I would check it out.
Oh, we better do this one.
What?
Sun Turbo says 1850. Now we've got a too high.
Yeah, that's too high.
That's
Not
too high.
that-
Between 1500 and 1850. All right, let's come back to that, yeah? What have we got now?
You need to check the Henway. You've fallen for that already. You never fall for that again.
Let's have a look at something.
I like it.
This is something you'll appreciate.
I don't know that it is. I feel a bit awkward already. This is right up TFG's alley.
And I haven't seen any one of these in an RC car yet.
Is
These
it-
will suit perfectly an RC car.
What are you saying?
They're 12 scale,
I think you
so
just.
they'll be a little bit small,
I
but
think you're just baiting me.
it ends up being petite.
You can't say petite. It's in a safe box.
I didn't
What?
see it in the safe box. Can you make all the lettering bigger? I
Il-
can't read it.
Ilshana. Is it Ilshana? Or does she have a name? Am I pronouncing it wrong?
Shana, I guess.
Sismu. What's Sismu? Come on, you
I
are
have
the
no idea.
you are the Gunpla expert. You can't
No,
bait
but
me
this
with
isn't
these.
Gunpla.
Well,
I can say that. Look, I'm not a Gunpla expert either.
it's from Bandai.
The 60-minute sister.
30 minutes.
What did I say?
You said 60. It's not the news.
If you're going slow, it's 60 minutes.
It's a 30-minute sister,
Yes.
and it's Ilshana,
Yes.
and she could be from Moe. Is that? That sounds like
I
a.
haven't been to Moe in a long time, but I think you.
I'm sure
you've
there's
got
an
better ideas than
Ilshana.
that one, haven't you?
What have we got?
Hang
Talk me through it. You are the expert. I'm
All
just.
right, I'm just focusing.
Oh,
Look, this will be perfect.
She looks surprised.
Ah! Oh, she was angry with that one. She didn't like you doing that. All right, so we've got different faceplates. So with these 30-minute sisters, this is very similar to the Kotobukiya frame arm girls. So they're the same sort of 12 scale, and they're quite modular and allows for different poses. And
different bolt-ons.
that's right, because
And
when
by
you talk about
bolt-ons,
bolt-on,
I don't just go on. Oh, here you go.
different bolt-on packages. So
Yes.
option parts. So this is set 9. So
Yeah,
you
that could be
imagine-
misconstrued. I didn't mean
What's misconstrued?
well. Like Anyway, a slang
Yeah,
for
all right,
something.
We'll come back to that.
But yeah, no, you can get hot up parts for your 30-minute sister.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely. So if you can see all the different poses that I've shown you here. So this is showing the...
She doesn't have a lot of clothes on.
What do you mean?
I think.
What are you talking about?
Is that her underwear or a swimsuit? What is that?
No,
I'm
that's,
not sure.
that's got to be an outer. Oh, look. Well, what's that expression? Oh, no, I'll move on now, right?
I don't even know what to
The
say.
perfect thing.
I'm just shocked.
Are you?
Hang on, that's HR.
Is
Hang
it?
on, I gotta go.
All right. The great thing about these is they're really easy to get into stop motion animation.
Especially if you've got 2 of them.
And some option parts. What are you saying?
I
I
don't
got
know.
no idea. I'm going to keep going, right?
What context would they be in stop motion?
Well, you just make stop motion animation.
You're gonna have to provide a video. I've got no context.
I have shared them before. Let me find some more.
Please do.
They're really interesting.
You should.
Yep, we'll do. And then with that, we've got the option parts, right? So the option parts, you can get all these components.
How
So-
come she's got a blank expression on her face? Is there stickers in there or something, or do you paint them?
I don't know.
If you want her to
I don't know.
remain faceless.
Well, she's got blank faces.
Is there stickers? That's
So
odd.
there'll be stickers, or you could choose to paint
That's
those
random.
details. Okay, so there's quite a few brown bits. And other coloured bits. All right, let's move on, eh? So there you go. So there's a brand new. These are brand new.
I'm way too immature to talk about
You know,
nudie girly models.
they're
And
not
I made
nude. They're not nude. If you want nudes, I've got some over there.
the scantily clad anime girls. And
Well, that's accurate.
it's a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that.
Look,
Look,
I'm yet to build one.
What do you think of like? It's
Which
out of
bit?
focus. I would call that scantily clad. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have gone so high def.
What are you looking at? The sea?
Just the pose. I don't know. Don't know.
I think we're.
I'm out. That's the last time you get to choose anything to bring into the studio.
That's
Here I am trying to be serious.
That's brokenness. All right, let's get back to the car. Come on, the car will be the cleansing palette. All right.
You are corrupt.
Not at all.
You are broken.
Not
You're,
at all.
You're bent.
Although I won't. You can't say I don't go along with things.
You're out of shape.
All right. What have we got here? Oh, we got a guess on the color.
Mm.
Color and the weight. Okay, so 1650.
Ooh. No, that's too heavy.
So it's between 1500 and
1500
1650.
and 1650.
That's right. And here's a color. Here's a color. Where did I see the color?
Here's a
Dave had the
colour.
color.
Verde mantis. I don't know where Dave's getting his information from, but it sounds very right.
Is that green mantis?
Praying mantis.
Well, I haven't seen any praying for a long time.
I need to pray after this show.
And repent.
Oh,
That sounds
Yes.
about right, but is
Yes.
it right? It is right. Okay, there we go. We've got a color. But we still need the.
I don't know whether I'm right, but I'm calling it right.
All right, sounds good to me.
Sorry, that's my fault,
Sounds good
David.
to me.
But I know David knows his stuff, and Verde mantis sounds very right.
Right.
So we know it's Lamborghini Urus, Verde mantis. We know it's between 1500 grams and 1650,
That's correct.
but there's still got a submodel. It's a Urus something, and we don't have a year, and I don't know how many cylinders it has or how fast it goes.
Yep. So we've still got lots of things that we want to talk about, and then just quickly,
Yes.
we've got Anthony is asking whether or not we're going to be here on the Friday before the bash. Actually, we're going to be at the bash on Friday.
At the bash on Friday.
So no, we won't be in the shop.
Live
if you need
action,
anything.
live action bash.
But other people will be here. So
Yeah.
if you need anything, we can organise all
And we're
that.
not taking the shop to the track. We'll touch on this after. Not with the sisters, but we'll touch on it after. But we will take the studio.
Yes,
We're bringing the circus
that's right.
and the frog and some comicals.
I don't know why, but when you said frog, I didn't picture a radio-controlled frog. But we'll get to that some other time.
You are bent today. Absolutely bent. Right. I want to talk about Yokomo BD12s.
All right. BD12s are cool.
BD12 master speeds. They are so cool. I'm not even allowed to have one.
Well, they're the fastest cars in Australia at the moment.
Yeah. And they are the Australian Yokomo team and Yokomo International are winning everything left, right, and center.
Yes.
Now we have got our 1/10 on-road nationals
Coming up shortly.
coming up, hosted by Castle Hill at the Wayland Club. And they are I've got to get this right, the RC Maker 2023 RCRA
1/10 on-road nets.
Yeah. And we have to give tribute to those who pay sponsorship because
Of
they
course.
paid for it.
Well, that's right.
So yeah, Ryan or RC Maker has put their hand up
That's
and
right.
they're also supplying the tires. So that's going to be fantastic. Anyway, I digress. So get ready for that. But we have, in fact, to celebrate the fact that the car's so winning and the car's so special, we're helping everybody get to the Nats with a Yokomo BD12.
Absolutely.
The kits are a super special price at the moment. And they will be until after the Nationals. So if you're looking to kit yourself up this side of Christmas or even go into the Nationals, if you go into the Nationals, reach out to the in-store personally and we can do something super, super special. Otherwise, the kits are on special and they will be so until after the Nationals.
That's right. Yeah, get yourself into one of the fastest cars around.
And join the team. The team's going to be huge up there. It's going to be awesome. And we stand a really good chance of taking wins. I mean, we are the reigning stock and modified national champions.
That's right.
They cleaned up last year with the BD11.
Yes.
And I don't see why it's going to be any different this year with the BD12, being that it's a faster car out of the box. They're getting more speed out of it.
Yes.
So if luck goes their way, because everybody can have a bad day, we are pretty much looking good for more national titles this year across 21.5 stock and modified, or 13.5 and open.
And when that comes about, we'll let you all know about that happening as well. I'm sure they'll have
there'll be team plaques, there'll be lives from the track. That is the 9th to the 12th of November.
Yep.
So a couple of weeks away.
Very cool.
That's all I've got to say about that.
Have you? Okay.
Do you see how responsible that was?
What responsible?
That was responsible and mature.
It's very unlike you.
I know, right?
So let's go back to some weights. All right, we've got a 1535. That is too low.
Too low.
And we've got, where else was it? What do we got here?
What have we got?
Tony P. Tony P's come back.
Ooh.
Urus S. It's got a question mark.
Urus S.
Urus S.
Yes, it is in fact.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Speed 578.
And then
too low.
speed, very fast.
Well, I don't know. Tell us how many cylinders it's got, and we'll indicate how many horsepower it's got.
All right, so you did get one bit of that, right?
Is it horsepower or
Now,
PS?
the 1578 is
how
too
do
low.
the Italians measure their cars? Is it PS or kilowatts? Imagine it's PS. It's a bigger number. Horsepower.
The Japanese use PS. Did the Italians use PS as well?
I don't know. PS rattle cans.
What's PS stand for?
Public service announcement.
Pony strength.
That's right. They can't use horse strength.
Big ponies.
Power strength. If anybody can answer that, it should be TFG actually. PS. It's just a metric industry standard for power units. But yeah, I don't know what it's actually called. Somebody can Google it because I'm on camera. I have got some Traxxas stuff.
Let's have a look.
Haven't we?
We have. So if you're not aware, Traxxas has actually been very, very difficult to come by in Australia. And we're starting to get models coming through now.
Yeah, and we're super pumped. I know it's not focused primarily racing guys will be going, oh, you're a racer dude or whatever, but it's good stuff. It's fun stuff.
It's fun stuff.
Hey, we got Bone Crusher out there. No, runs amok everywhere he goes. They make really good stuff.
It breaks bones.
Breaks bones. We got these hot rods. They sell every time they get in. They sell it really good. They look heaps better out of the box than they do than the box. Not that they do bad boxes.
Got the working lights too. Where am I pointing? Over here.
They got working lights, and it's actually the one that we've got in here is this color.
How cool is that?
It's the grey with the red shadow flames. Really cool. So come in store and check that out. And it's on a 4-wheel drive chassis, much like the Kyosho Phaser. And it's got the 12-turn, I think it's the 12-turn 550 motor.
So they go pretty good too.
Yeah, so it's going to go like 50 k's an hour out of the box. Like I said, it's a 4-wheel drive powertrain. Doesn't come with a battery and a charger, but you stick your LiPo in there and off you go. And I can't confirm or deny, but I reckon it'll even go in 3S. But after our recent adventures with 3S, I probably wouldn't recommend it on a brushed motor. But then it's probably appropriately geared. But
what did you learn?
We learned in a good way. And we were going to open that motor today, didn't we? But we
gave it away.
We donated it.
That's right.
That was a donation.
So it will reappear in a different guise next week.
And a trophy.
That's right.
We can say trophy.
Can we? Are you sure we can say that?
What?
I thought it was in the safety box. Trophy.
Trophy's not in the safety box.
I said, I'm sorry.
You're all confused. You're out of your skin today.
I am out of my mind.
Hey? And this one,
look at this.
TRX4s.
TRX4s are a favorite.
How long have these been around for?
They've been around for quite a while, and when they first came out, they were a game changer, and they're still a game changer.
These are the benchmark in crawlers.
They are.
There's new kids on the block and this and that, but if you want a diff locking, transmission gear shifting crawler with a super scale body, this is definitely your benchmark.
You can't go any
better
than these.
And this is the blue one in the box too. Again, doesn't come with battery and charger.
Okay, very nice.
My favorite.
This is a bit special.
Do you know what's so special about this?
What?
I'm going to open it.
Oh.
Let's open it because it's comically large and it's inappropriate and it's in the way.
You sort of expect to see these flying over dunes, don't you?
If you've got if the Italians were in the dunes, yes, I would say that. I would say that's exactly what they would do. Can I do this?
Well,
I've done it.
You're doing the chop? He's done the chop. All right, you've done the chop.
I just have to be careful because there is a transmitter at one end.
Yeah. Is it that end?
No, it's not this end.
Oh, okay.
And I have ripped Traxxas out of the box before. It's like it's giving birth. It's giving birth, isn't it?
It's coming.
Oop.
There we go.
Look at this.
That's pretty impressive with the extra axle, isn't it?
This is not a TRX4, my friend.
Where is it?
This is a TRX6. Why is it called 6?
It's got 6 wheels.
Ha ha ha. Sneaky.
Was I allowed to say that?
It's double bagged.
Isn't it?
Have a look at this bad boy. Oh, we can have a look at it actually before you put the body. Before you put the body on, let's have a look inside the guts. Let me get out here a little bit. Oh, we're out all the way and it's still too big. Here we go. Look at this. This is what you get. So it's got an adjustable sort of height battery tray.
Yeah, make it a bit crisper.
Hang on. So you can fit all sorts of batteries in here. And these I can confirm do run very healthily on 3S. Because they're crawler geared, they do not overheat the motors and stuff. They go really nice in 3S. Lots of different battery and configurations can go in here. What we can see here is our diff locking servos. So front and rear. And that takes it from open diff to, in fact, a closed diff. But if I hold that, can you please shift the front wheels to lock it up?
What am I doing?
Yeah, locked it. See that? It's locked now.
Yeah.
So it's lock drive.
Yep.
And then if we actuate it this way, and yep, it's open. How cool is that? And you can do that in the front diff and in the rear diff. And the rear diff does both of them because it does have 2 rear diffs because it is a 6x6. These exhaust pipes don't work, but they look cool. Take AMG to put lakeside pipes on a 4-wheel drive, huh?
How do you know they don't work?
Well, it doesn't have a motor.
Because they're screwed into the chassis rail.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have an engine.
Right.
But yeah, super cool. Really, really super scale. Really capable. In fact, the biggest criticism about these TRX6s is that they can be boring to drive because they just go over anything. Nothing slows it down.
Well, that's part of the...
And that comes from Finley. Because Finley, the train guy who was in earlier, he's got one. He's got the hauler.
That's right.
He's got the tow truck one. We should get that back in, actually, and get some videos.
What, on 3S?
Oh, just towing something around. We'll drag the Urus around. No, we won't be dragging Urus around.
No.
So that is the underpinnings of the TRX6. I was going to say 4.
Isn't it?
Now show us that sweet, sweet body of yours, Beach.
Which one?
No, definitely the toy car one.
Oh, this one.
Yep, definitely the. Ooh, look, and it's matte. I didn't even realize it was matte, and I love that because crawlers actually get really scarred really easily, don't they? And when you've got a matte,
They do.
or not glossy paintwork, when you scratch them and stuff, it actually suits them really well. And this one does have LEDs. I didn't bring a LiPo in to power it up, but we've seen it last time. So these clearance lights come on, these top lights,
Yep.
the headlights, and the tail lights all come on, which is really cool. So that is the TRX6.
I like it.
Have a look at the gearing on it. It's obviously in first. It is really brilliant crawler. I do love this thing. I get the urge to get one, and then I regret it, and then we don't see them again for another year, and I go, I wish I had got that, and then they come back in. It's a horrible
here's your
cycle.
chance. Here's your chance.
I've heard that before, and I say, yeah.
I could wait till next time.
I'll wait till next time,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
next time comes, and I'm a bit emotional about it. But because they're so cool. It's one RC that I've never had a crawler thing. Would I use it? I don't know, but it just looks so.
Yeah, it's pretty
Friggin'
impressive,
cool.
isn't it?
It is a big beast.
I even like the detail they've gone to on the sidewalls of the tires.
Yeah, and the wheels.
Hmm.
Looks really cool. It's got the clear windows, this one, so not just stickers. It's got wipers, clearance lights, mirrors, side indicators. It is really cool. Like I said, working tail lights, which is scale Mercedes ones. It's an officially licensed product, so it had to be right. Officially licensed. I've never seen one driving down the street, but this car does actually exist.
So it comes out of the factory, or is it a modified thing?
No, it comes out of the factory.
Does it?
Yeah. Comes out of the factory.
Is it designed for
Only AMGs.
Is it designed for a particular purpose? Is it meant to be
People
like
with lots of money who want a really big car.
Okay, well, there's the purpose.
There's the purpose.
Right.
You find a lot of them in Dubai and
All right.
Qatar and the Emirates.
Okay.
And by a lot of them, there's probably 20 in the world.
Right.
But yeah, really cool.
Yeah, nice.
When I go to Dubai, I want to drive one.
Very cool.
There you go.
Cool.
There you have the TRX6.
Yes. What else you got? You got anything else?
No, it's all out there. I couldn't bring it in. So we got X Maxes.
Mhm.
We love X Maxes.
Mhm.
We got Sledges.
Mhm.
Yeah, so check out the Trick the Strange. It's really good to have it back. And if you need to power it up, of course, we've got 9 steps.
That's right. All the power you need.
All the power you need
Mm.
for every application.
That's it.
Even vintage. Did you know that? The vintage stick lipos at 132 mil, 131 mil, they fit in absolutely everything.
They do.
Well, by everything, not a sand scorcher.
Sand scorcher. Oh yeah, but that's old school.
They need
That's
a
old
shorty.
school.
They need a shorty pack.
Yes.
Because they only ever had the really small pack with the hump in it.
Yes.
You'll be familiar with that.
Yes. Humps.
Yeah.
So let's go back to this. I think Dave is referring to the engine on this.
4-litre V8.
Does that sound right? Is that correct? Is it?
I don't know. Could be. I'm hoping they can tell us. I was hoping the S model might actually be the might be a V10 version out of the Huracan or something. They do have a very similar engine bay to R8s and stuff like that. And I know that the Bentleys, which are on a similar footprint, have big motors as well.
Right.
But yeah, 4-litre V8 from the Porsche stables would probably be in this. It's sensible, but I'd like to think that they did one with a V10. I don't know.
Cool.
Tell me. Educate me.
Yep. Well, we need to wait for more
I'm
comments there.
just here to keep you in line.
I've got a packet of resin.
Mm.
This is Cromlech. This is from their historical range.
Historical.
We haven't really had much of their historical stuff.
Hysterical?
Not hysterical, historical. So this is
Last time I saw something, it was a Renault something. Was a
Renault
Renault
tank.
Yes.
Yes.
And I thought that's odd.
Well, these are all part of gaming.
Because where's Cromlech from?
Cromlech's Polish.
That's
And
right.
they're showing Polish vehicles that the Polish army used in 1939 when they were invaded by Germany. So these are the vehicles
We
that
don't
were
mention
used
the
during that. Well, it's part of the war. I have to mention it. And
We
so
don't
this is-
mention the war.
So these are really popular, and you'll notice here that they don't have a lot of bits because most people playing games, they don't have time to actually do all the little pieces.
Too
And
busy playing games.
well, that's it. So Let's go on the overhead, eh? So there's your little
You
packet.
should be a hand model. I've said that before.
I am a hand model.
No, but advertising hands.
Oh, well, look at this hand and that hand. Right. So you see how you've got the whole side of the tank. You've got the running gear with all the tracks. That's already in one piece. So you just got this big chunky bit here. You've got the
It's
hull.
almost like 3D printed. It's that good.
Well, that's right. That's right.
That
But
is-
it's
that is-
resin
look-
cast.
Look at that. That is so bespoke.
Well, look at the track detail as well. Okay, so they're keeping it simple.
Doesn't
But-
have sag.
They're giving. This one doesn't have sag, but other ones do have sag.
Oh,
They have built-in sag
I
on
was
the
gonna
ones that
say-
do have sag.
I need sag on my tanks.
And the turret itself has actually got the commander in it. And it's really crisp as well.
It's a short. It's a sawn-off turret.
Oh, well, there's other bits of the turret here, obviously.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's not obvious. But thank
So
you for
there's,
pointing out
so there's
my,
four
my
major
ignorance.
components, and then there's some little bits there, and that's it. But that's the beauty of the resin. Most of the details already molded in, so you don't actually have to glue bits on. So brand new range from
Cromlech
Cromlech.
Historic.
That's it.
So they would use this in gaming as well.
They would. So it'll be in something like Bolt Action or those sort of tank fighting games.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I like it.
You like it? It's
That's
cool,
a
isn't it?
7 TB tank.
That's right.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
It's cast on the bottom. I saw it when you went
It's got
looking.
really nice big rivets on it too. You can count all those,
I would like to do that.
wouldn't you?
If I wasn't too busy playing games, I would.
Yes. There you go.
Give me something else.
You want something else? All right.
Come on.
I've got another tank.
Tanks for the memories.
This is a Firefly.
Tell me more.
Now, a Firefly is a British Sherman.
It's funny because Sherman sounds like a German name.
So Sherman tanks were the American
What?
tanks, and they were the main, I guess you call them the most common tank in World War II. And they were used heavily through Europe, and they're actually lesser tanks or not as superior as the German stuff.
Ooh,
But the Germans didn't have as many.
don't tell the Germans that.
No. So generally they'll use 3 Shermans on 1 Tiger tank to knock it out. But what the Sherman did lack too was firepower. Didn't have a very strong cannon. But the British at this late stage of the war developed a 17-pounder, which could go through
17 pounder.
Mate, imagine that going to McDonald's.
That
and
sounds
getting-
like a hamburger I'd like to order.
Mate, that'll be different to a quarter pounder, wouldn't it? 17-pounder. Mate, you wouldn't be able to stomach that in one session, would
Wouldn't fit through my window at drive-through.
you? You have to put it on your trailer. So this is a 17-pounder, and these had the power to actually go through any of the current German heavy tanks. And so these were quite successful. And this is actually made by a company called Asuka,
I still got.
which is the same company that made my big tank. But their specialty is variations
Tanks.
of Shermans. Not just any tank, but Shermans.
It could be a pig tank or a Firefly.
That's right.
Asuka.
But they do, easy 8s. They've got all the American versions of the Sherman
What
as
is
well.
Asuka? Is it Japanese? Is
It's a
it
Japanese brand.
Japanese brand?
Yes. And they're actually...
Do we have much of their range in store?
We do. We have a lot of it.
Beautiful.
And if you want a really accurate Sherman, that's the place to go.
Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, that's right.
The last thing you want is an inaccurate Sherman.
And just to show you how good the moldings are, Tamiya have actually reboxed Asuka molds into Tamiya boxes.
Really?
Yeah, and they've added Tamiya figures, and it's become a Tamiya kit.
That's a bit cheeky.
But that just shows you how good they are, if Tamiya is willing to do that. So there you go.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Very nice kit. What else we got? Oh, we finished with a Big Daddy.
I'm not letting you inside this one.
Not that inside.
No.
I can barely see over the top. How's that? This is a perfect grade unicorn. And unicorns are really popular. I think it's aesthetically, they're really good looking.
So it can be unicorn mode, can be destroy mode, and destroy unchained.
So on the end here,
3
see there?
modes.
That's unicorn mode.
That's a fair horn.
So he's all white and he's got the... Yeah.
I saw that pose from you the other week. I'm sure of it.
Did you? And there's destroy mode. So in a way, this was transformable. So all those panels can open up, and you see all the
He's
red
very
panels.
he's very white as a unicorn.
He is.
So the more red he gets, the more angry.
I think so.
Ooh.
Don't you go red when you're angry?
I'm not sure.
So very cool. And we haven't seen any perfect grade kits for a while.
I'm
And
so
they're starting
proud.
to
I'm
slowly
so
filter
proud
through.
to have this because Bandai has become one of our best products in the shop.
Absolutely.
No,
Yeah,
all the
definitely very
students
popular.
coming back into town,
Yes.
all the accommodation filling up,
Yes.
and the Gundam just flies out the door.
Mm.
And the Gundam fans, they know what they want. They come in, it's fantastic. They rummage through. They're really excited with all the new stock we have all the
It's
time.
pretty good. Pretty good.
I like this side of the box. It's got what is it?
It's classy, isn't it?
The Vizd Foundation. Do you know what that is?
No. No.
The Vehicle Industrial Standard Transport Foundation.
Is it? Well, you know everything about it.
I know nothing
made
about
that
it.
up
I
pretty quick, didn't you?
just made that up. On that note,
Isn't it? That's a beautiful box. Like
that is a
little-
beautiful box. I would love to jump into it,
Yes.
but it's time we parted ways.
Well, we're going to have to finish off with this, right?
I
Let's
wanted
weigh
to
it
talk
up.
about the Vintage Bash.
Oh, that's right. Vintage Bash is happening next
Vintage
week.
Bash is
Now,
happening
that's what Anthony was asking us about.
because
before.
we haven't done Brett's bag. We've run out of time for Brett's bag this week. But
Yes.
we'll talk about Bradley Burge's name come up before. Not sure
That's
if he's
right.
still watching. This is Bradley Burge's car. And a huge thank you to Bradley Burge for letting us have it. And now why do we have it? Why are we so excited to have an 870C?
Because 870Cs are being
Invented,
That's right. Reborn by
reborn.
Yokomo, and they're due at the end of the year.
They're due in December.
That's right.
Let's not beat around the bush. It's a month away.
Yes.
A month. You say the end of the year. It's a freaking month away. It is close.
Right. We are actually at the end of the year.
870C. So if you've got pocket money, start saving it. 870C 2023 is coming. It's been revisioned. There's more and more photos and leaked details every week. They're still being very cagey about it as far as Yokomo, but we know it's coming. It is
The
definitely
CAD drawings have
earmarked.
been released,
Yeah.
so we can read it, quite a bit of info out of the CAD drawings. So
Keep
this
your eyes
particular
open
version-
for the instructions. They're
this is
likely to release the instructions or an exploded diagram and be the
Yes.
next step.
Yes. So this is an original 870C,
Original.
which is very similar to the one that I had and that I purchased from Hearns when I was a little taker.
And you've been here ever since paying it off,
That's right.
which is really good.
Well,
you
I
should
don't
have
know where the car's gone.
Get to work.
That's right.
You still owe us.
Yeah.
You still owe us for the shocks.
Oh, the shocks. Yeah.
Hey, once you pay them off, you can retire.
Oh, what do you got in there? Oh, this stuff's special too, isn't it?
Do you
So
know-
Vintage Bash is happening.
Do you know what's
Next
something
week.
special about this?
What?
Well, have a look at the state of it.
Oh, it's got a lightweight gearbox.
This is the Fina's car, and it's got to be ready for next week.
Yeah. What's wrong with
Well, it's been in the studio.
that? Right.
It's been in the studio. I've got to give it back to him tonight. Here you go, mate. That was actually the wrong bag.
So Vintage Bash is actually Vintage Bash number 2. Vintage Bash 1 happened last year.
Yes.
And I've been sharing some of the videos that we've taken from that event. We've got a live that we had from the event, and then there's also some footage of cars going around in action.
Tell me what you feel.
Oh,
Supple.
oh,
It's probably a little bit over dampened. I put 38 oil in them. So I'm actually doing a rebuild. So keep a lookout for very different to the ones that came out of it. As far as, so I did the front ones, the rear ones haven't been done yet.
Yep.
I actually did a transmission rebuild.
yeah.
So keep a lookout for that. Here's a transmission.
Yeah.
I
And
didn't
that's
have
been
time to
special.
put it
It's got
back
a
in.
hydro drive on
It's
it.
got a hydro drive on it. I know
Mm.
we touched base on it last week, but I've given it a good freshen up on camera. The ball diff as well has a really good makeover. The slipper pad, and I explained a little bit about the hydro drive.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for that. We've got a few bits and pieces in there. I can't get to too much because we've run out of time,
That's it.
but that is Brett's bag this week. We had
There
a
you go.
double X loss in there in bits,
That's it. So
and it's
Vintage
getting
Bash,
ready for the Vintage Bash
It's going to be at
2.0.
Knox. So Knox in a Melburnian suburb. It's out. That'll be east. That's east, isn't it?
Knox Off-Road Radio Control Car Club.
That's right. And that's going to be held on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next week. And we'll be there.
O'Connor Road, Knoxfield.
That's it. Very classic.
Carrington Recreation.
Racetrack.
Yeah, very old. Been there like 40 years.
Yeah.
1985-ish, 6-ish.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but a long time. So just go down there and have a look. So
We'll be there Friday,
that's
Saturday,
right.
Sunday from probably 7 a.m. until 7 p.m.
So it's going to be a bit of a festival because the people that are driving All the positions have been taken up, but everyone is welcome to have a look. And when I say festival, it's about seeing all this sort of old stuff. You see it going around the track, and you see it around in the pits as well.
You won't see this one going, Bradley. You can, Brad, you can rest up there.
Yeah.
You definitely will not see that one going.
What will we see going?
We'll probably see this one going.
Yes. The Froggus.
The Froggus is going to come back. It's been in hibernation for a year. It actually has been a year, hasn't it, since it's been on track. So the frog will come out again.
Yep.
The Riri frog, looking forward to that. And the comicals. We've all seen our little comicals with the big pink helmets.
That's it.
Quite fitting.
That's it. So let's do our final bid with our Uranus.
Eurus.
Is it?
Eurus. Eurus S, according to Tony P. And in fact, I can confirm that. Have we got any engine specs?
Well, the only engine spec we got
4
was
litre.
that 4 litre V8.
And go to the overhead forest beach.
Overhead. All right, we're guessing weights. And that says 1635, doesn't it? 1634 after you moved it.
Yep.
Yep. So who was the closest to that? I don't know. I lost track. We've got so many comments.
There was a 1650.
There was, wasn't there?
There was a 1650, so that's only like 15 grams away.
Oh, Anthony got 16. Yeah, look at this. When did you post that up?
1622.
Oh, you just posted that a minute ago.
Did he?
Yeah.
Getting close.
That's got to be the closest one so far, yeah?
Oh. But there you have it.
There you go.
Thank you very much. And it is a beautiful model from MR Collections.
That's right. Shall we do a bit of a closey?
Yeah, let's have a look at it. Have a look at the gloss and the depth of the color and the fit. Look at it. It's like glass.
Where am I?
And you've painted a model or two in your time.
I have.
You know how hard it is to replicate that.
Yes, that's pretty damn good.
I'm thinking about unscrewing it from the base and putting it in next year's Model Expo.
Right. I thought you said you're going to roll it across the cabinet.
Oh, not while anybody's looking. But have a look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. We've got carbon fiber texture on the sill panels. Have a look at the glasswork. It is like really clean. I can see the reflection of your head even from back there, and the Hearns sign in the background.
It's pretty damn good, isn't it?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Let's have the little brakes.
It's got a sunroof. The S, maybe the Eurus S stands for sunroof. I'm tipping it's some sort of sports version. I'm probably going to blow your camera out of
focus.
Out of focus now, because you can take a good look up at the butt.
Oh, hang on.
That is a beautiful look. Look at it. Oh, what have you done? It was better. Go back a little bit.
Oh, you like this?
A little bit too close. Oh,
hang on.
It's a bit fuzzy now. Get it crisp.
No, you're too close to the camera. I can't focus it.
Well, I can't help that.
No,
it's that big.
We got issues.
Got issues?
We got issues.
Have a look at that. I cannot believe how they get such a finish on these cars.
It's pretty out there green, isn't it?
It's a beautiful green. For a Lamborghini gets away with outlandish colours, don't they? Being a pretty outlandish car company.
Mm-hmm.
The Germans haven't managed to fully extinguish that with their maturity and responsible financial decisions. I'm sure the Italian designer will still get let off the leash and call that a family car.
So do these go really well off-road?
Well, as long as you keep the accelerator buried, I'm sure they do. It's probably an issue of wanting to take it off-road. I'm sure you'll find somewhere in the sand dunes of Dubai and stuff getting around quite nicely. But whether you'd want to take your
there's got green calipers as well.
Whether you'd want to take your $500,000 car off-roading, I don't know. But there's probably people out there that do. Why not? It's not just for looks.
There you go. Pretty good, isn't it?
MR Collections Lamborghini Urus S.
That's pretty decent.
Well, let's wrap this one up. Let's put a bow on it and let's call it done.
That's it. So thanks for joining us for this episode, which was 179. That's right. And so we've got 180 coming live from the Vintage Bash #2.
What can that mean? Do you reckon the Panda will be up and about? Do you think we can
only hope. Now, the Panda's with us here.
Yeah, we might have some coffee shenanigans.
Coffee shenanigans.
Okay, it could be a Wild Willie coming up the straight with the Boss coffee on it or something, going backflips over the double, triple. What do you think?
Whipping up the milk.
That's right.
Could be.
Whip
You
it.
never know.
Fantastic.
So
Well,
join us next week. It's going to be a good one, I think.
it's going to be huge. It's
And
going
it
to
might
be different.
a long one. So we're going to try and meet as many people as we can there.
Yeah,
And
it's gonna be
try and
about them.
see. That's right. And see as many of those sort of vintage RC cars that we love from our childhoods back in the flesh. And we'll have a closer look at them with our mobile studio.
Fantastic, guys. Thanks for joining us.
All right. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.